You are listening to the Profitable Content Creator Podcast. This is the place where content creators come to learn how to create profitable content that positions themselves as an authority and grows their online businesses. Get ready to take your content to a whole new level with your host, Kristen Poborsky.
Hi there, I am Kristen Poborsky, and today I want to talk to you about how to use AI to create content for your YouTube channel. Or you could just use it for any kind of video any kind of video content. But when I'm making video content, I always put it out on YouTube. That's like one of the first places I do that. So, and I'll go into more details about why I do that later on in this video. But for now, we're going to just take a look at how it's helping me to create video content really fast. And how I use it and I make it my own so that it is engaging and high quality content. All right. So the topics I'm going to talk about here today, for those of you who don't know what AI is, I'm going to talk about what AI is. We're going to talk about what AI can be used for on YouTube, and more specifically, my process that I go through for creating content with AI, okay, my video content. And at the end, I'm going to go through, let's see, I've got 3 questions today. One is, what are the best tips and tricks for creating YouTube videos when using AI? And the second one is, what is AI and how should I be using it? So I'm going to dive into some more specifics about how to use AI the right way to create your video content. And this is question number 3, what is the best AI content generator? And that's a great one because I just got off a Zoom call with one of my friends and we went into ChatGPT. So now that I've been through ChatGPT and the one I like, and a third one, I have a definite opinion here. So that was really good timing that we went through that, and I signed up for ChatGPT and played around with it a little bit so I can give you my opinion on why I picked the one that I picked. All right. So let's dive into a little bit. I'm just going to give you a little bit of my background. I've been creating content, teaching it and creating content for myself and my clients since 2014. And I discovered a few things back then that really helped me capitalize on creating content that helps my clients and myself build their businesses. And some of those methods that I used back in 2014, I still use today. And I teach them all inside of my 12X content creation method course, and also inside of my Smart Simple content marketing and automation course. But one of the biggest things is making a plan and creating content that aligns with what you do. If you don't do those 2 things, your content's going to fall flat on its face. And you'll hear me talk about that in more detail in today's video. But let's talk a little bit, let's go into the first point that I want to talk to you guys about, and that is, what is AI and how can it help you to create content? And I actually really love AI, and it's really helpful. I look at it as a research assistant, okay? It allows machines to model and to go out and grab information and bring it back and create content that's based off of its own research, okay? So when I went through today in that ChatGPT, I typed in how can I use AI for content creation? And it just started typing all this stuff out. Now it was great, but it's not what I would use to create a piece of content for a video, okay? But it did go out and get me some facts and some information that I could actually use for something, right? But ChatGPT isn't really a marketing kind of tool. So like the other ones are more marketing focused, but I look at bottom line as AI as really a research assistant. So it'll go and grab some ideas that I hadn't thought about before and I wouldn't necessarily have time to find. Okay, so I do love it for that. And you could use ChatGPT for that, but it's not really a marketing tool. What I think of like Jasper AI or AnyWord, which is the one I like, I'm going to go into more detail about that later. Those are more marketing ones because you can use it to do specific marketing tasks, such as writing emails, meta descriptions for your blog posts, things like that. So that's pretty much what AI is. So just think of it in layman's terms as your research assistant, all right? No matter which one you use. So the next one is, what can AI be used for on YouTube? Well, it can be used for all kinds of things because there's AI that you can use to create images and things like that. You can do that, like some of those fancy images inside of Canva and other places. I wouldn't necessarily suggest doing that because I've done a lot of research on what kind of images work best on YouTube. And the more simple they are with 3 lines of content or 3 lines of words, those tend to work better than busy images on YouTube. But you can use them for tags. So I like, and I've got this down in the bottom in the links for you. I use it to generate tags. So yeah, there's this one called Rapid Tags IO generator, and I use that to do my tags. Now, I also have TubeBuddy, but if you're looking for a freebie, that's a great way to generate tags for your YouTube. So you can use it for your long form or creating your outline, your script. That's what I use AI for. And then I'll take parts of it and use it for shorts and things like that. So those are really the way I want you to think about using AI to create YouTube content. It's your research assistant. Use it to get your tags, use it to create your outline, but you don't want to do is use it to create your video. Now, I've tested that out and I've used it. I don't remember exactly which one I used, but I have that in another video where I'm going to go over that. And you can look for it on my YouTube channel or wherever you are. But I do have the one on how I did do a test on that, and it wasn't satisfactory. I don't believe AI is going to replace the human voice, face, on YouTube or on a podcast. Okay, so I wouldn't really look at that. I tested it out. I was not overly impressed, all right? I don't think it's not what people are looking for when they're watching videos, okay? So you could do it for that, but I wouldn't do that. So let's go into really how to make a video using AI for YouTube, okay? Because this is my method. And I really like it because I now use it inside of my already outline, whatever my method that I use, my 12x content creation method, which has really cut my time down a lot. Now, most people, when I teach it, I say you can create a month's worth of content in 30 minutes. But if you use AI to help you write your script, it could actually take 10 minutes off of that. So it really boils down to maybe 20 minutes. It just depends on how long your video is and how long you talk when you're actually delivering your content. So it could be a little bit longer than that based on the length of the video. But I know from my experience is that I can generate an outline from my content plan in about 3 minutes. Yep, that's all it takes. But I don't leave it there because I do put it in a template for my script where I have other pieces of information in there. And then I also go out and generate some questions or look at questions that I answer at as part of my method, right? So, and I will put a few notes in there, but not a lot because as you know, I'm sitting here doing this video. I'm doing it off an outline. I do have a very simple outline because sometimes I won't sit down and video them or record them at the same day. So I need to remember what my thoughts were. So that's what I do first. I really just use it for the outline, and I use the any word, which is my favorite one, and I'm done. Okay. So it's great because it will go through, it creates your headline for you, and then you pick the one that you like best. And then it does an intro, which is great. And then it does an outline. And I just take that and I make it my own, because really, when the AI content generator does it for you, it's very dry. It's not in the first person. It's really not your words. It's not your stories. It needs more your personality in it. Again, that's why I don't think AI generated videos is going to replace the human anytime soon. So that's pretty much what I use it for, and it just does not take very long. And then again, what I will do with that script, so like this video, or this, yeah, I will take this and take some of the topics and make shorts from it. And then I will push people to watch the longer form, which is this video from my shorts. So that's pretty much how I use AI to create YouTube videos. So let's dive into today's 3 questions. But before I go there, I have a free guide, the Profitable Content Creators Guide to AI, where I actually go through all my steps. I even give you a checklist to help you get started creating AI content. So it takes all the guesswork out of it. And I've got that link right down below, so you can go grab your own copy and start using AI to help you create your YouTube content, your blog content. It could be a podcast that you could use it for. So whatever you want to use it for, it will speed up your time and give you some great ideas that you hadn't thought of. So let's dive into the question number 1. So people want to know, what are the best tips and tricks for creating YouTube videos using AI? Well, my very first thing I really want to make sure is that you use it to create a script, all right? And if you have like a script template, which I do and I teach inside of my 12X content creation method course, is I use a very simple outline and keep it at a very simple outline. And then I have certain pieces that I put in there. And you definitely want to add your own stories, talk about what you do and how you do it and things like that. That makes it more interesting, all right? Then I also use the tag generator, Rapid Tags IO, which I've got that down below in the links for you. So that I love as well. So that's pretty much how my best tips and tricks are to take that and make it, use the outline. You're done in like 3 to 5 minutes, and then edit it, add your stuff in, and then record it. And then when you're putting it inside of YouTube, use the Rapid Tag IO to pick good tags so that your content has a better likelihood of getting found on YouTube, all right? Then the question number 2, what is AI and how should I be generating it? Well, I've talked about this before, but I really look at AI as my assistant. I look at it as a faster way to create an outline and a little intro and to generate a great headline than I could do by myself, all right? Now, I don't leave it at that, but I do add in my own stuff to make it my own, and to avoid plagiarism or duplicate content. That's why you want to do that. Plus, by adding your own information in there and your stories and things like that, that you demonstrate that you are the expert that people want to work with. So that's one of my tips also. Like, you do want to do that because that will get people like, oh, this person knows what they're talking about, or you have a method or something like that. So I use it like that. I use it as my research assistant for ideas and things like that that I would not have thought of myself. And then, of course, I love the tag generator. So that leads me to question number 3, which is, what is the best AI content generator? Well, I've used Jasper AI. It's great. It's a little bit more expensive, actually quite a bit more expensive than AnyWord. So I went with AnyWord, and I'm really happy about it. Now, both Jasper and AnyWord have the same capabilities, and I've got a link down below for those of you who want to try out AnyWord. It's an affiliate link, and you get a 20% discount on it. But I think you can try it out for free. So you might want to go do that and see if you like it, and if it saves you time, then I definitely think it's something that you want to consider using to help you cut your content creation time down in half or more, right? And again, I've tried ChatGPT, tested it out today, and it's very, very basic, and I wouldn't waste my time with it. As if you go, and I do think you should go and compare it to an AnyWord and a Jasper AI, because then you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. It'll just spit out information. It's not trained to pick out content that your topics are. It's more of a general research and comes up with stuff, but it didn't come up with a outline, a title generator, or anything else that I would use for marketing. Okay. So that's why I like to use AnyWord, because it will do things such as write emails. If I need it to write a meta description, it writes my blog post. It will do a social media post as well on certain things. So on any kind of topic that you ask it to. So I do like that. So that's pretty much it for today's episode. This was all about how to use AI to create YouTube content. And I answered 3 questions at the very end. What are the best tips and tricks for creating YouTube videos? And what is AI and how should I be using it? And I shared what is my favorite AI content generator. So for more AI tips and tricks, you can visit my YouTube channel at Kristen Poborsky, and I've also got more of it over on my podcast, the Profitable Content Creator Podcast with Kristen Poborsky. You can check it out there as well. And don't forget to pick up your copy of the Profitable Content Creators Guide to AI if you want to get started using AI and use the tips and tricks that I have outlined in this particular episode video today.
You've been listening to the Profitable Content Creator Podcast, where content creators go to learn how to take their content creation to the next level. If you love the Profitable Content Creator Podcast, we'd love for you to subscribe, rate, and give us a review on iTunes. Until next time.